Tuesday, and we are going to do Make Before Christmas. And you guys picked out the colors, so I'll let you know. I think if you were looking at the post, you'll know which one won if you were counting up. But I'll let you know in 1 second. Hey, Mary Jo, how are you? I'm going to share to my VIP group. So while I'm doing that, you guys can go ahead and share if you're not a designer. And we're going to do a share giveaway for every 25 shares, okay? So every time we get 25 shares, I will put some names into a basket. And then when we get to 50, then we'll put more names in. Hey, Karen. Hey, Elizabeth. Hey, Shannon. Okay, so let me just share really quick so we can get this done. Okay. I love when I hear my own voice. Hey, Norma. All right, let's see. Hold on, guys. Hey, Susan. So how is everybody doing, guys? Let me know when you pop on. Let me know how your day is going, where you're from. Let's see. Let's do a #1 if you've never heard of Chocolate or you're catching me for a first time. Let's do a #2 if you're a regular or a designer. Let's just get some momentum going here. Hey, Norma, thanks for sharing. Missy, you should. It's so much fun. And it's so easy, honestly. Okay, let me just share this really quickly. Okay, so that is done. So Missy, you are 1. Now, Missy, have you ever seen Chocolate at all, or are you just new to seeing me? Oh, I want to see how that came out, Susan. Hey, Sue. Hey, Jill. Okay, let me get started. My name is Cheryl McCartney. I'm the independent designer with Chocolate, and I'm absolutely loving it. I've been with them for over 2 years, and it's actually the best, in my opinion, the best DIY company out there, and I really, really love it. So if you'd like any information on becoming a designer and doing what I do, having a small like hobby business or like a side hustle type thing, just put join in the comments and I would love to send you information. Hey, Tina. All right, so let's get this baby out of the plastic and get going. So do you guys know which colors that we're doing? Did anybody look to see? It was like, I want to say 15 to 8. So 15 people wanted these colors, which is, let's see, what do we got here? Morning Sky, Candy Apple, and Iced Coffee. And I am going to add a little bit of white in there too. Thank you for sharing, Sue. Thank you, Jill, for doing that as well. Thank you, Shannon. All right, so we will get started. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is write back on the back of your transfer. That just kind of helps you so you know which way, how to put it back on. Hi, Becky from Ohio. Hi, Vanessa. So just writing back, if you're in a rush, you'll know like it just goes on the opposite side. But if for some reason you forget, it is the shiny side that the transfer goes back on. So I basically just start peeling the transfer with my hands. I flip it over and then I will pull the backer sheet away from the transfer. And that helps when you have a big transfer like this because you can then now just pick it up and kind of like hold it up and put it exactly where you want it, which I'm gonna stand up for this because I need to make sure I'm making it even and I'm a little short. So let's see. And I thought we would do glitter for the red. Everything that's gonna be red for the glitter. Thank you, Becky. All right, so now we have our transfer on. Let me just make sure it's down well. pretty good actually. And I know this sound kind of freaks some people out, so I apologize. I'm trying to do it really like low. So it's, to some people, it's kind of like if your hands on the silk screen, it's kind of like styrofoam is to some people, like just that that ooh type of feeling, or nails on a chalkboard. So I apologize if it's like that. I'm just trying to get the bubbles out though. So guys, let me know how your day is going. I'm super excited to be back here with you guys today. I wanted to come on yesterday, had a couple orders I needed to get out, so that didn't happen. But I think I'm gonna try and maybe put like a schedule together, let you guys know when you can expect me to be live, because I want to start doing something like more consistent on a regular basis, so you guys can kind of expect it. Of course, emergencies come up or something, then that might change something. But for the most part, it will help me, and it'll help you if you want to catch me live. But if you can't catch me live, you can always catch the replay, okay? So again, hey Tammy. Again, thank you for sprinkling, Ashley. We are going to put names in a basket. Well, I don't have the basket with me, so I'll put them in something. For every 25 shares that we get, so if we get 25, I'll put in like 5. If we get another 25, we get up to 50, I'll put in another 5. And then we'll pick 3 winners out of that, okay? So if you're not a designer, you can go ahead and share. And I just need to get into my business page so I can see where we're at as far as shares, okay? So if you have any questions, just put them in the comments and I would be happy to answer. Any questions on the products, or, you know, like I said, getting your own like side hustle, home decor business going, anything like that. Or even if you don't put them here and you're thinking about it later, just message me. I love getting messages and answering people and helping them. You will not be disturbing me, and I will get back to you, okay? All right, so let's get started here. So for the top, I was gonna start out with blue. This is what I always do. I kind of like write down, get like a theory in my head about how I want everything to go. Hey Deirdre. And then I will, so when I'm doing it, I don't really have to guess. So I kind of like lay it out beforehand, and I did pick to start with blue for the top line. Okay, so let's get this blue a little bit good consistency, because it needs a little bit of water. This is our spray bottle. It adds just like kind of like the perfect amount of water in there. And you want your paste consistency to be the like cake batter or yogurt or something like that. All right, so let's just get that the perfect consistency. All right, now we're good there. So now let's just take our squeegee, and let me show you what it looks like first of all on the board. So our transfers are silk screen adhesive back transfers. So the part that is laying on the board actually has an adhesive on it. And if you feel like when you take out the transfer from the plastic or the package that it's in, you can kind of feel if it's really sticky, then you can take one of our fuzzing cloths and just put it on there to get some of the sticky out so it's not as sticky. And then you can start doing your project. But I kind of felt like this didn't need it, so we didn't fuzz. But we are gonna do the peel and paste method, which is where I'm just kind of putting blue, and then I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna do everything except for red. I'm gonna go back in the end and do the red because that's where we're gonna put the glitter, okay? Hey Sharon. All right, so let's turn this around and get going. Let's see. So you just dip your squeegee right into the paste. A little bit goes a very long way. You just need a thin layer right over top of that silkscreen area. Can you guys see me? There. And you just put any excess right back into the jar. And just keep going like that. Now, when you are working with paste, it is going to dry quicker than, say, if you were using our ink. So you kind of want to work a little bit quickly, because if that paste dries in the silkscreen area, when you go and pick up the transfer, it will pick up the, it won't let the paste adhere to the board, it'll pick it right up. All right, so I'm just doing this. All right. Now I was gonna do the stars white, so I see I'm getting a little bit on the stars because this squeegee is a big one, well, one of our big ones. Hi Audrey, hey Janice, thank you for sharing. Hey Camille, hey Sharon. Okay, so let's just finish this. Let's get our peel going so we can make sure it is not sticking to the board. Put any excess, like I said, right back into your container. All right, now all I'm going to do is just pull this up, and what it is doing is just releasing it from the silkscreen transfer, which is what I just pulled up. And by doing that, I'm making sure that it's gonna adhere to the board. Now, if I had let that just sit on there, then it would have dried in the silkscreen. So when I pulled it up like that, you wouldn't have seen anything there because it would have, all the paste would have been sitting in your silkscreen. All right, so let me dry this really quick. Hi, Shannon, thank you for sharing. Jennifer, the paste is not permanent. So when I'm done with this board, if I want to redesign on it, then I just grab some water and a paper towel or a board eraser, and I just wipe it off, and it brings it right back to the way the board looked in the beginning. So like for after Christmas, I might want to put a different design on this, maybe a Valentine design or something like that. So it's not permanent, but if you ever wanted to make it permanent, then you can spray it with a sealer, and then that will be permanent. All right, I'm just getting those extra pieces off that I want white. Any questions, guys? We also have ink, like I was saying before. So our ink you would use on fabric or ceramic, and once you heat set that, then that is permanent. And if anybody's interested in just trying out chalk couture, you know, maybe you've been like tossing up the idea to be a designer, but you're not really sure, you're just in your investigation stages or whatever. If you wanted to try out the products, a great way to do that is with our Club Couture program. So, hey Janelle, hey Arissa. If you wanted to join that, it's a 3-month commitment, it's $19.99 a month. And plus tax, and shipping is included, 3-month commitment, and what you get for that is 3 paste packets. So these are paste packets. So you get 3 different colors of these, and our Club Couture transfer of the month, which is exclusive to club members and designers. So if you sign up as a designer, you get the transfer of the month, and if you sign up to be a Club Couture member, you also get the transfer of the month. So there's no other way to get that. So like if you are just, well, I don't want to say just, but if you are a customer and you're not in the club program and you're not a designer, then you wouldn't be able to pick up that Club Couture transfer. All right, so let's lay this back down, and let's get the areas that we want to be white. And like I said, we're gonna skip the red and we'll go back and do those later. Let's see. Do you guys have any Christmas traditions that you do every year? Oh, cool, Janelle. When are you gonna start playing? If you have any Christmas traditions that you'd like to do every year, I would love to hear them. Just post them below. So what I'm doing for white is I'm just doing the stars, and there's like little dots here. I'm doing those in white too. Hi Dina. Hopefully you are okay over there in California. All right, let me just get this done and then I'll peel it up and I'll show you guys this. All right. So, Jill, you open your presents on Christmas Eve? Oh. Speaking of PJs, you can do lives in your PJs. I mean, it's so kind of cool. Hey, Mary. If you wanted to do this, like, just right out of your own home, do some lives, sell some bundles online, it's really a great opportunity. Okay, let's get that red going and get the consistency that we need for that. A whole day of it, yeah. I remember my mom used to get together with her sister and would do that too. Like, first of all, the amount of money they spent on ingredients was like incredible. But they always came out with all of these, they ended up with a ton of cookies. So, you know, in the end, I guess it was worth it. But they were always tired by the end of the day. It was funny, actually. But we loved it because it was a day of, you know, my cousin would come over with my aunt and we would just be doing our own thing and then they would be doing cookies, so good memories. Didn't I just say I wasn't gonna do the red until the end? Thank you, Susan. I just said that. Well, you know what? So much for that plan. Oh well, we can still put the glitter on this. I'm not very good at multitasking when it comes to chatting and crafting. All right, let's get that red glitter open. And I think I'm just gonna pull it all the way up just so, because I don't really want to get glitter on the back of my transfer. Karen, I know. All right, let me get red glitter on the red. And this way I can show you guys too. Go on. All right. I can tell, guys, this is going to be a really nice color combination. All right, we won't do any more red, okay? So that's the new plan. So we'll see. You have to be able to change your plans, I guess. All right. Vanessa, how is your little boy? Let's get the glitter tray. Hopefully I can get this all in the... I know I won't get it in the tray, but we'll try. Plan B, yes. Okay, so let me put this down really quick. I know, I was like, I have to do the red glitter. Red is so Christmas. It just speaks Christmas. I was prepared to do the whole thing glitter though, if you guys pick that. All right, let me just blow this off really quick. All right, you guys want to see it so far? Doesn't that look awesome? Yeah, this is a great color combination. So let's see. Let me just take this off over here. Clorox wipes are my favorite to have around when you are doing this, just to clean up any messes. Thank you, Debbie. And also, I think I may have told you guys this once before, and I probably should have done this, But you want to put, this white wood frame can stain, and red can stain it. So you want to be really careful when you're working with the red that you don't get it on your frame, because unless you get it up right away, it will stain. Or you can put painter's tape there, which is what I did one time, and that works great. All right, I want that to be totally white, so let's get that off. Thank you, Norma. All right. Okay, so let's go on, do the rest, no red, and we will pick up from there. All right, so let's put this back on. Sometimes this does happen. Just pull it apart very easily. If the transfer isn't as sticky as some, you can pull it apart easily. Thank you, Debbie. Okay. Hi, Connie. All right, this is getting a little crazy now. Hold on, guys. Let me do it like this. It's a little bit more sticky than I thought. It's not letting me pull it apart. If you're pulling it and you are finding that it's not pulling, don't, unless it's gonna pull apart easy, don't do it. Just bring it to the sink. Oh my God, look at this. All right, this is like a comedy act here now. Just bring it to the sink and run it under warm water. And look, I did it. Run it under warm water and then slightly pull it apart. Hi, Jill. Hey, Lori. Okay, so now let's put this back on. Again, I have to stand up so I can see what I'm doing. What?
Why?
All right. Okay, the next color is going to be iced coffee, and that's going to go right on the bottom. How many shares are we up to, guys? It always goes into something else. Oh, see, like I got a little bit of red here. And you just want to make sure you get it off really quick. All right. Take your time to get those air bubbles out, because nothing, like I always say, will ruin a project quicker than an air bubble. Thank you, Janelle. Hey, Charlene. All right. I think we are good. I'm gonna try and leave the transfer on so I don't have to worry about that. Okay, iced coffee. Hey, Mary. And I always like to show this. See how that has that like orange oil in there? That's totally fine. It is the it's the natural pigment. Just stir it in. So if you ever see that, it's totally fine. So for people also who are Club Couture members, I wanted to let you know that we have 50% off certain boards. This is a sale that Chalk Couture is doing specifically for Club Couture members. So that is going to end in this end of the month. So if you were a Club Couture member and you were interested in picking some of those boards up that will end on 10:31, okay? All right, let's put our iced coffee down. Same thing, thin layer, and then pull up any excess. Karen, have you been chalking lately? So, okay guys, who's dressing up for Halloween? Excess goes right into your container. Anybody dressing up? If you are, let me know what you're gonna be. All right, let's peel this up, not all the way though, so we can get that iced coffee released, and let's dry it. You know, I really love these colors. I didn't think I would as much as I am. Jill, you're gonna be Batgirl? What are you gonna be, Karen? Okay, so we're gonna do the word house in blue and not a creature in red, so we're gonna skip that. So let's get our blue and we'll do the word house. Oh, that's so fun, Karen. Are you going trick-or-treating or are you just dressing up for work? Camille, perfect thing to be at Marshall and Sterling. That's perfect. Are you guys like all gonna be doing like a circus thing? Hey, April. Hi, Mom. Hi, Stephanie. All right, if you're just popping on, we are doing Night Before Christmas Transfer in the colors that you guys picked out, which is Morning Sky, Candy Apple, and Iced Coffee. And I'm also adding a little bit of white in there too. We're skipping the red spots going through for the rest of the transfer because we're gonna put glitter on those red areas. And we're gonna do that last. Hi, Donna. Wow, Karen, how much does that cost you? 700 kids. Candy is not cheap. In our area, I heard it's supposed to rain. The whole department is circusing. I definitely will come down, Camille. That is gonna be so fun. And you're the leader. Oh my God, Karen. I mean, do you ever get a chance to sit down, or is it just, do you just stand by the door, or do you leave it out like some people do? Okay, so now let's go to the bottom line. Was this what we're gonna do? An iced coffee, this next line. And I have to go back and get my white areas too. Hi, Janessa. Thank you for sharing, Donna. We have leadership coming up in January. It's going to be in Arizona. So I booked my registration last week, and I'm gonna be booking my airline soon. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's so fun getting together with all of the Chocolate designers. I always go to every leadership, and also every convention and every leadership. Yeah, Donna, that's where I'm in New York too, so we're getting rain. Yeah, I think you're, where are you? Like 2 hours away from me? I'm not sure where Herkimer is. Yeah, it stinks when it, I mean, for the kids' sake, it really stinks that it's gonna rain, but what are you gonna do? All right, let's peel this up and dry it. Hi, Carrie. All right, I'm gonna lay it back. Now I'm gonna go back and do the areas where I wanna get the white because I skipped those a little bit. There's not a lot of white spots, so it's not going to be a lot here. How many shares are we up to, guys? Do I have to put some names in? Karen, don't even say the S word. Close to Utica. Okay, yeah, you are up there. All right. But it's nice to have a fellow New Yorker here. Let me get those really quick. What is trunk or treat? I never heard of that. Hi, Anna. Okay, Mary, I do a little bit of time because it's the paste and peel method, so it allows, you don't have to do this if you totally, see, I'm on a live, so I'm talking while I'm doing it. Arissa, you're from New York too? Nice. Oh, originally from New York. Oh, okay, safe Halloween. If I wasn't on a live, I could move faster, but if you want to work slower or just take your time with it, this is the paste and peel method where you're just peeling up each color, and this way you don't have to worry about lifting it up because it will dry in the silkscreen area, and if that happens, then it won't stick to your board. Debbie's from Western New York. Ugh, snow for you, huh? Hey, Cheryl. The paste messes up on your board when you pull it back? Or maybe are you laying it down while maybe it's too wet? Hey, Joan, an hour north of Albany. We have, the company I work for has offices, a lot of offices in New York, and one of them is up by Albany. All right, not even stirring that's red. A mouse is blue, so we can do that. Oh, that's neat. I never heard of that. Okay, let's do mouse. How are you feeling today, Janelle, from your procedure? All right, let's get that mouse in white while we're right here. And I missed a white over here as well. Let's get that. So Anna, you can message me after and we can kind of like discuss what's going on with your, when you do the paste and peel method, what's going on with it and why you're not getting a good result. So just message me. Okay, let's pull this back. So the paste is getting on the back of your transfer. That might be because you're laying it down. If you're gonna lay it down while it's still wet, you just need to make sure you lay it right back on top. So if it's still wet and you lay it down and then it kind of like crinkled and you have to pull it, that will get pasted on the back of your transfer because it's still wet. So that could be what's happening. See, I'm drying it in between, so maybe try that if that's what you're doing, I don't know. I mean, you can put it back down on wet paste as long as you are really certain you're putting it right back on, like I just put that down like that. I was pretty certain it was dry anyway, but if it was wet, you really want to be careful that you're putting it right back on the, right exactly where it was before. All right, we are gonna move on here. The stockings, okay, this line is gonna be iced coffee again. All right, yeah, so Camille, who was just on, I don't know if she still is or not, but I work with Camille, and some people dress up at work, and so they're doing the circus theme, and she's going to be the ring leader, and so that should be fun. We have a well, not really a competition, but we have judges that will vote for best costume and everything, so it's kind of fun. They make it fun. And we just actually had what we call Oktoberfest in our parking lot. Thanks, Janelle. So we actually had a lot of the guys brought their barbecues in, and we grilled up German food and everything. And so at lunchtime, you could just go down and get a plate of food and everything. So. All right, let's do that white portion. And yucky, my squeegee went totally into my paste. Hate when that happens. So we're just getting the white areas here, and then I'm gonna lift up this section too. And we're almost done, guys, so if you're getting antsy, we're almost done. All right, I just have to wash my hands or wipe them down. No, Donna, I'm from New York. South New York though, yeah, Poughkeepsie. It's like an hour, well, I'm in Hopewell Junction, but a lot of people know this area, like if you say Poughkeepsie, they'll know that first. And it's just like an hour from the city, an hour and 20 minutes. Karen, I'm not dressing up. It was great. I didn't think I was gonna like some of those sausages that they had there, but they were really good. Everything was really delicious. They did a great job. All right, By the Chimney with Care is blue. Oh, I forgot to do the word "the" for the stockings. And then we also do a family Thanksgiving, which is that's our work Thanksgiving. So we do that usually like right before we have our real, like the week before. And that's always fun too. Oh my God, there's so much food there all the time. Okay. All right, let me put that back down. See, I just did that. Let me dry this. I know, I'm a sore sport, Karen. I will be honest with you, I am not a big Halloween person. I know some people love it. I just, for some reason, I never got into Halloween. I love doing Halloween crafts, but to actually like look forward to the holiday or that going trick-or-treating and what costume am I gonna, I just can't get into that. But I do like doing Halloween crafts. I love it, actually. All right. Let me just line this back up. Of course, if you were doing this all in one color, it totally would have been done by now because you wouldn't have to worry about the paste and peel method. You would have just put the transfer on, taken whatever color you wanted to do it in, and pretty much you would have been done probably in a matter of minutes. Okay, that's good. Okay, By the Chimney with Care is blue. Ooh, you had a little date night, Peggy, huh? I love Mexican food. All right. Excess back in. No, I don't. I actually enjoy the paste and peel. I don't enjoy it like when I'm live and I run into problems, but I don't mind it at all. I actually like it. Let me try this. It does. These colors are amazing, Janice. They're perfect. Okay, and I have to touch up the word the because that did get a little messed up. So that's an iced coffee. Right, you could do it in the, see, it depends on your decor. Some people like who like the farmhouse rustic look, if you did it all in white or like when you know, like a neutral color. Some people like that. Okay, let me try that too. And then a lot of people like the different colors. So if you were going to be designing like to sell your stuff, you'd probably go more towards the neutral side. But if you're doing it for your own taste and decorating your own home, that's one of the beautiful things about doing Chocature is that you can totally customize the pieces to fit in your home. Or even if you're gonna do them as gifts, then you'll know what, whoever you're making it for, what color to do them in because you know what their home looks like. Okay, now in Hopes at St. Nicholas, this is all in red at the bottom. So I think we're good now to go back and do our red areas and then pull it up, do the glitter, and we should be done. So we wanna make sure I'm getting those red areas that we're gonna do next, making sure those are totally down. My voice is lagging? Okay. Let's do Not a Creature. I just gotta move a little quickly on this because I don't want to have to keep pulling this up and down. It's so funny, we have a lull in the music and I can hear Ryan talking upstairs. All right, who's ready for that glitter? And then we'll be done. Okay, let's add the red in all the areas. So right now you're saying I look like a old Western or Chinese movie where my mouth is not in line with the words. All right, let's just blow it off and then we're gonna be good to show you and we're done. Let me just give it a quick blow over here. And here it is. I love the way it comes. Almost reminds me of like a gingerbread kind of thing. I love the way it came out, guys. You guys picked great colors. Excellent job. Okay, so I can't get the whole thing in, but I just want to say goodbye to you guys for tonight anyway. Okay, good. You make me want every transfer you do. Well, I mean, they are so different, and even this transfer, like if I redo it on a different board, or even taking like parts of this, like 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, you can just take that and put that on a sign somewhere. So there's so many things that you can do, but yeah, I have a problem. I do get every transfer, but I use it to show you guys too, so. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate you spending a little bit of time with me. I will post a picture of this. Oh, look, see, I got a little bit of red there. And I will post a picture of this on my, on my post right here so you guys can see it up close. And I will come back probably maybe tomorrow, but definitely on Thursday. Okay, thanks guys, have a great night, and I appreciate you watching. Thanks.